Of course, he's not the shining beacon of Romanian culture. Vlad the Impaler had a knack for impaling. From what history has told us, he was an incredibly cruel man. The kind of guy you wouldn't want to meet in a dark alley. And I suppose that kind of is the way for every nation. You take a look at Serbia, for instance. Contemporarily, there are really only two Serbians who have very much significance in Western history. Well, what I mean is there are kinda two Serbians you think of when you think of Serbians. When you take a look at the broader historical spectrum, and one of them is Nikola Tesla. Most people would consider him a very good person, instrumental in the in developing usable electricity alongside Thomas Edison, whom he worked for many years. A lot of people would give most of the credit for electricity to Tesla, and technically speaking, they wouldn't necessarily be wrong. Very instrumental inventor, technically wasn't born in Serbia, nor in land that is part of modern-day Serbia, but he was an ethnic Serb, born in the Austro-Hungarian Empire, that part of it which today is Croatia. Anyways, very influential person, very likable person. If I recall, he's on at least one denomination of Serbian money. And the other person that at least I think of for Serbians is significantly less reputable. Like, for instance, if you'll remember, this whole series kind of got started because of World War I and the kind of role one specific Serb had in playing it, Gavrilo Princip. And I am glad to say that Princip is not on Serbian money. The Serbian government has decided that he's not really the kind of legacy that they want to keep. And that's good, because he was an assassin slash terrorist who murdered an expected future head of state, which initiated one of the largest world conflicts that the globe has ever seen, which resulted in millions of other deaths. So, yeah, definitely not the kind of legacy to be proud of. Yeah, nobody really likes Gavrilo Princip. Plenty of people like Nikola Tesla, though. Nikola Tesla was cool. I like Nikola Tesla. Through him, Serbia can claim the invention of usable electricity, although for many reasons, I think that using the advances of citizens of a country as a way of crediting various countries for inventions is...
A good bank account, a good cook, and a good digestion. In the country of the blind, the one-eyed man is king.
I think countries taking credit for citizens' inventions is stupid for a couple reasons. It's like, for instance, how the English try to insist that they have suzerainty over the English language because they, quote-unquote, invented it, even though I still hold that they have lost their right to insist on their control over it after they came up with that horrendous pronunciation for the word lieutenant. There is no F in the word. And granted, the word lieutenant is derived from two French words, but those French words are lieu, the place, and tenant, one who holds, that is, the person who holds the place, referring to the person who holds the place in the event that the person who normally has the place is unavailable. But as you'll notice, neither of those French words have an F sound in them. There's no logical reason for the F to be in there. Except maybe a bastardization referring to the old French word for lieu. But again, it doesn't use the old French version of that word in the word lieutenant. It uses the regular French. Killed a Greek spy. Yes. That's good. I just realized our spy's name is Alexander. Alexander just killed Alexander. So I could declare war on him over this. Perhaps, though, I should denounce him. Yeah. Because if we demand he ceases spying, he's going to refuse because he doesn't like us. Alexander killed Alexander. I love it! That's going to be the title of whichever episode this is. Which episode is this? That would be the 4th one. Yes. So because Alexander just killed Alexander, Alexander has been promoted from Recruit Alexander to Agent Alexander. Stop me if I'm saying Alexander too much. Alexander. Alexander, you are so awesome. You're such an awesome spy. The first spy you encounter, and you just, from a mile away, blow a hole right through his head with a pistol, is what I'm saying is going to be what happened here. Okay, maybe not a mile away. Let's see, we need a story. We need a story. What did Alexander do? How did he kill this Greek spy? What was the Greek spy's name? I don't know what it was. Okay, well, let's see. It was in Belgrade, that's the capital. What buildings do we have in the capital? Ah, the Great Library, of course. He'd probably infiltrated the Great Library, made it to the rear where the great works of science are held, and started digging through it. However, our awesome Aleksandar followed him into the back, found him there, and gave our little Greek spy an ultimatum. Drop what you're doing, leave now. But rather than doing the smart thing, our Greek spy reaches for his gun, but before he can get a shot off, bullet flies through his forehead. He's dead before he hits the floor. Aleksandar goes through his pockets, identifies him as a Greek agent, and sends that straight to command, which is me, and I use that to yell at the less important Aleksandar for being a big dick. Aleksandar, you are... You're my spy. Okay, so I think I was planning on disbanding this. I get 25 gold for it. That's not very much. And crap, I forgot to start building the Forbidden Palace. Okay, push that to the front. Get everyone working on production get as many people working production as possible. No more gold focus, we need production focus. Whoa. So we cut down 5 turns. So yeah, Aleksandar, that's my spy. So good at using his spy tactics against those stupid Greeks. Napoleon, why are you going to war with Washington? I do not approve of that. We're going to have trouble being friends.
That's me pussy. What you're steady.
So he's now asking for forgiveness. Okay, fine. I don't like to hold grudges. Could never love someone who hates. I mean, if you wanted to completely change the way you do things, I'd be willing to be friends with you. If you cut all the invasion bullshit and... I mean, you have really cool looking hoplites. And they're not hoplites either, because hoplites are an actual unit in the game, the unique unit for the Greeks. But they look like historic hoplites, and that's pretty cool. Although, technically speaking, it's a bit out of era for hoplites to be in use. I mean, this isn't classical Greek anymore, but you've got a war between France and America, and I'm not entirely certain what, if anything, I should do about that. Am I trading with either of them? I'm trading with America, but not with France. So if I wanted to intervene, it would probably have to be on America's side. I don't know. I think I should probably sleep on this, which means this is the end of my session. So, I am Lord Revonworc, this has been great, and I will see you all later.